Hey guys, some gamer dude here. So number 2 video of our multi-upload weekend, and I've already opened up Ishizu. To start with, you have to go very gently, Bentley. Take your time, and you can do it nicely. She seals up. You can keep the box, and you just let the cards flow out. You don't pinch them, otherwise they won't come out. And again, the really nice texturing on the cards. I hope they keep this up. But it does really feel like how old fake cards used, because they used to have this laminate type thing too. So, prescience or prescience? I think it's meant to be prescience. There we go. If your life points is more than twice, if your opponent's life points is more than twice your life points, you may activate the skill. Look at the top card of both your and your opponent's deck at any time. Well, that's garbage. I'm sorry, that is genuinely garbage. Gravekeeper's Lot. If you lose 18 or more life points, it's perfectly possible, but it's really dicey. You may activate the skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you must search your deck for a Gravekeeper card, reveal it to your opponent, add it to your hand instead of drawing, and then flip this card over. It's okay. It's probably going to help combo decks for Gravekeepers, but there's very specific life points. And again, actually, a lot of these decks feel like if you don't have any life gain, it's kind of dicey, because you can only let a certain amount of attacks through before you die when you're taking 1,800 of 4,000 life points. Just saying, someone might actually want to play this game with 8,000 life points just so that these effects don't feel as dodgy. Millennium Necklace. At the start of your opponent's turn, before they draw, you may look at the top 3 cards of the deck and rearrange them in any order. You may only use this skill once per duel. That is the best one. Why do I get the feeling only one of these are worth using at all? The Yu-Gi-Oh one, only Yami was worth using. This one, only Millennium Necklace. Now, I'm going to admit, I've never played with Gravekeepers before, because they're annoying to get it despite being cool. So this is new to me. When this card is summoned, so it's summon, special summon, I don't think, because when it's flipped up, it's not considered flip summoned, is it? Deal 500 damage to your opponent. Now, that seems bad normally, but when you only have 4,000 life points, that's an 1/8 of your opponent's life points. It might just chip them to death. But it's probably better in some type of burn deck. Burn deck's actually really reasonable in this. 1,500, when it attacks a defense position monster, it has piercing. Okay. I also will note, as soon as Necro Valley comes out, because spoilers, Necro Valley isn't in this game, in these decks, this deck gets phenomenally better. So, trying to get in camera so you can see it. Get 2 Spear Soldiers, that's good. Something at 2 that's decent. Vassal. Any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is treated as effect damage instead. That might combo onto something, but I'm not sure what. It'd be something I'd take out, to be honest. You can only control 1 face-up Gravekeeper's Chief. Remember this card being hard to get and expensive. Your graveyard is unaffected by Necro Valley. We don't have Necro Valley. When this card is tribute summoned, you can target 1 Gravekeeper's monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So you don't lose a creature. It's actually a +1. Even though it's got the power of a vanilla creature. Okay. Gravekeeper's Cannon Soldier. You can tribute summon 1 Gravekeeper's monster except Gravekeeper's Cannon's holder and 400 damage. Gravekeeper's Curse doesn't seem bad with him. Summon him. Do 500 damage. 1,200 damage of 4,000. Not that bad. And it's not once per turn. So you can just keep laying into them. Gravekeeper's Assailant. None of these have the best stats, because it's only... I think our strongest monster is the 1900. One that declares an attack while Necro Valley is on the field. I think there's a card that makes it seem like Necro Valley is on the field, but we don't have Necro Valley itself. You can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, change up monster's battle position. Now that seems bad on the surface, but if you could power it up to get over... Ooh. When it declares an attack while Necro Valley... So you can attack something that's... Or she, I think. Is it a she or a he? I don't know. It doesn't matter. You can attack something, push something else into attack position, or defense position, whichever one's lower, and have the piercing guy take care of them. Get 2 of them, it's not bad. Gravekeeper's Priestess. While there is no face-up field spell, the field is treated as Necro Valley. All Gravekeeper's monsters on the field gain +2/+2. So she's at 12/7. But, while there is no face-up field spell, we see the problem here, right? It doesn't say on your side of the field. It says, well, there is no face-up. So, I hope there's some spell and trap destruction here, because we needed to get rid of opponents' field spells. We get 2 of her, though. She's good. Gravekeeper's Recruiter. If this card you control is sent to the graveyard, add 1 oh, he combos with the cannon holder. That's cool. We got a burn deck here. That seems pretty neat. We can do that. Add 1 Gravekeeper's monster with 1500 attack lost to you. And it doesn't even say another one. You can just add this. Gravekeeper's Shaman. Gains 200 defense for each Gravekeeper's monster in your graveyard. Not bad. Negate all monster effects that activate in the graveyard, except Gravekeeper's monsters. While Necro Valley is on the field, your opponent cannot activate field spell cards. Also, field spell cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's effects. So you need Shaman out. And Priestess. So it's 2 of your 3 slots. There's 2 different ways you can do this, I reckon. You can go for Burn or whatever Necro Valley's going for. And the Curse of Yu-Gi-Oh! How many stars is that? 8? 10? 2,000? Jeez, you can search for him though. And try reading that text. Let's bring it in close. Because I can't read it, that's for sure. There we go. I've got to bring it into the camera so I can read it. You contribute 3 monsters or 1 Gravekeeper's monster to tribute summon but not set this card. So it's a 1 card. Okay. When this card is tribute summon, you can activate any of these effects and resolve in sequence up its number of Gravekeeper's monsters tributed. Tribute summon. So you can do it for 1 or 3. And gain 3. But how can you tribute 2 monsters? Oh, because it's a 2 normally. It says you can do 3 to get all 3 effects, or 1 to just get 1 of them. This card gains attack equal to the combined levels of all monsters tributed for its tribute summon had on the field times 100. So it gains 400, so 4 to 8 to 1200, okay. Set all monsters your opponent... Destroy all set monsters your opponent currently controls. Yeah. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose 2000 attack defense. That's pretty good. That's the one I'd choose. We get 1 of those. A Cataville Omen. Choose 1 trap from your deck and place it on top of your deck. Or if Necro Valley is on the field, add that trap to your hand instead. Will have to be traps worth using. Gravekeeper's Steel. There we go. Target 2 Gravekeepers in your graveyard, add those targets to your hand. This effect is not negated by the effect of Necro Valley. The Necro Valley that isn't in the deck. But it's a +1. So that's good. Hidden Temples of Necro Valley. Activate only if a Gravekeeper's monster and Necro Valley on the field. So the Priestess or Shaman is it? Priestess. She's both. Neither player can special summon monsters except Gravekeeper's monsters. That's actually neat. If either a Gravekeeper's monster or Necro Valley is not on the field, destroy this card. Well, you got to have a way to protect your monsters, so I hope that's in there. Sebek's Blessing. If your monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent by direct attack, gain the same amount of life points. See, this is what you need for the effect that searches your deck. It's the easiest way to get it out. Blast held by a tribute. When an opponent's monster that was tribute summoned declares an attack, destroy as many face-up attack position monster they control as possible. That was tribute summoned. See, that's not really good because Kaiba and Yugi are the only ones that really revolve around high-level monsters, but they're not tribute summoning them. They're special summoning them. Yugi might special summon, tribute summon Dark Magician Go, but it's not bloody likely. So that's not really good. It seems good, but it's such a slow, old format that even this deck is too fast for. Even this format is too fast for Blasted by Tribute. Okay, Rite of Spirit. Target one Necro Valley in your, Grave Keeper in your graveyard. Special summon it. The activation cannot be affected by Necro Valley or negated. The Eye of Truth. Which I remember being a pretty shitty card. Your opponent must keep their hand revealed once per turn during standby phase. If they control a spell in their hand, they gain 1,000 life points if they ever stand at resolution. So, this deck is fairly easy to decipher what to do. First off, Millennium Necklace is really the only one worth using. You probably want to get more of the Gravekeepers, obviously. And you probably want to change the spell and traps around a bit to bump up the things that are worth using and get rid of crap like Blast Held by a Tribute and Eye of Truth. There's too many junky cards here in my opinion. Considering there's not many good traps, I mean the only one's Rite of Spirit, but it's not really worth Cataville Omen for. I'd probably cut Cataville Omen. Another cut. It really depends on which way you go with this, because I think there is a decent deck with Gravekeeper's Vassal, Gravekeeper's Granite Soldier, and Gravekeeper's Recruiter. I think there is a very decent deck there. But I think a more generous... I would honestly pick up 2 or 3 of the deck just for these, and then wait on it until the first set comes out. Because I think it'll pick up then once the rest of the parts come out, because Ishizu, Yugi, and Bones are in the first set. So anyway, that's the second video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys. No, I'm uploading all 3 all at once, so in a few minutes, I guess. Bye.